Hello, what's up? How you all doing? Hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday. Hope you're doing great. I'm feeling good. It's a beautiful day, very shiny. It's not that hot neither, pretty windy. So it's a very beautiful day. Now, today we're gonna talk about Elite Iron Reapers. It's kind of this is the unit right here. Let me click here. This is a skin that I got it for free. There was an event, so no, I didn't spend no money. This is a free skin, a specific unit skin. Usually these events happen from time to time, and I got this skin for free. It looks really awesome, and it's a pretty underrated unit at the moment, but I had a good time playing it, and I wanted to make a video about it because not a lot of people maybe know about this. Anyway, this is a shield breaker unit, and this is the sword, this is the flare. We are gonna focus this meta only on this part right here, the flail, not the sword. You're not gonna use the sword this season. So veterancy, we're gonna go full mid and then full bottom veterancy. That's what you wanna do. You don't wanna touch top. Some people probably remove this or this to go top, I don't know, but me, I prefer full mid and then bottom. Now you have two weapons, flail and sword. Full top veterancy, it's only with the sword. Full mid veterancy is only with the flail. So we're gonna play only with the flail because it's shield meta, and I do recommend 100% to go full mid and then rest bottom because you need some defense stats. This is defense stats, you know? And then full mid for the full flail damage. And it feels pretty good to play. Attacking with the flail can knock down enemy and everything like that, it feels pretty good. Now we're gonna check the doctrines. This is a bit difficult though, especially if you're a new player, because you need some specific doctrines. So I got health and reduce damage taken by 5%, damage deal to units, all type of damage, and of course reduce unit leadership, you know, to reduce the leadership to get more units to the warband. But there are two doctrines that you need to make the unit work really nicely, which is Epic Combat Doctrine, this one right here. This is a must to have. It's a must. If you don't have this one, Iron Reaper is gonna feel much weaker. And then we have the Devastation Doctrine, which you can read what it says. This works only with the flail. You can see the flail here too. It's a specific doctrine for Iron Reapers. Well, I think some other units can use it, but this works very well with Iron Reapers. With the flail, not the sword. So if you don't have these two doctrines right here, Epic Combat Doctrine and Devastation Doctrine, it's gonna be pretty difficult to feel the unit power. If you don't have this one, the Iron Reaper still can work, still full flail, but you need this one. This one you need it 100%. This one makes Iron Reapers feel really awesome. So these two right here are a bit complicated to get, but you can get it. And you need to get it, because without this true doctrine right here, I think Iron Reapers feels pretty weak. Now, if you press F5 and you go to the battle pass, once you get to level 100, this is the doctrine spirit. Once, this is for free by the way, but you don't have to buy the battle pass, you get it for free. Once you get this doctrine spirit, you press X, you go to the exchange and you exchange it here. And here you can choose the Epic Combat Doctrine or the Devastation, I think, or Devastation Doctrine. You can get both of them. You can get two Doctrine Spirit, this one's right here, per season. One you get it from the Battle Pass, and one you get it once you unlock the new tier 5. And then you keep unlocking the new tier 5, I'll show you really quickly. You go, every new season has this. You go to Empire Chariot, you unlock it, and there you go, you get it. So you get two Doctrine Spirits. One from the new season, one from the battle pass, and you can get two, but unfortunately, I believe, if I'm not wrong, apologies, you can get only one chest per season, but you can get two doctrine spirits per season. So you do you. You can get the Epic Combat Doctrine and the other Devastation Doctrine by playing the game treaties, but whatever, that's something else. Good luck with it. Anyway, I had to tell you this if you're confused, because those two doctrines that the Iron Reaper has are pretty important. So I definitely recommend to have them and to get them as quickly as possible, because trust me, without them, Iron Reapers don't feel so great. Anyway, let's check the gameplay. Alright, first gameplay, always using the flail. Remember, this is a flail veterancy, never switch to the swords, because it's shield meta, so let it go. Doing a beautiful charge in, always with the flail. I see some people using the sword, and then charging with the sword. That is the most horrible thing you can do. Never charge with the sword, always charge with the flail, with the big hammer thing, whatever that is. We get a few kills, we're already 20 plus kills. I got like 90 kills with them this game. It went pretty smooth. And then I'm trying to chase a little bit of units here. Remember, it's mid-veterancy. We do not care about the sword. Once you go mid-veterancy, the sword doesn't feel good to play. And because you have Devastation Doctrine, if you do, flail is the most important. So we don't touch sword in this meta. I don't think it's important. Here I try to fight a little bit, get a little bit of kills on Spear Sergeants. One thing that you need to know, Iron Reapers should win against any tier 4 infantry. Even against Spear Sergeants, even against Stalwarts, you should be able to win pretty easily. You don't lose against tier 4 units in general, infantries. Here I'm avoiding fighting because I see the cav. You don't do well against cav. Cavalry destroys you, so always avoid it as much as possible. I'm getting a little bit of kills because of cav charge. Be careful of cavalry. Cavalry does destroy Iron Reapers. They are not good against cav. You can lose against green cav, so be very aware. Then I'm putting them up with my teammates. Doing a beautiful charge, always with the flail. Remember that, never with the sword. Beautiful charge, pressing the second skill, and I'm letting them go. Just go wild. Let them do their thing. I offer them a little bit of support, a little bit of healing, because I play longsword. And here we get some shield maidens. I think you can win against shield maidens. I think there is a possibility. They do pretty well because shield maidens are not that tanky per se, and they're very difficult to play. Iron Reapers are easy to play. Just put them in blob fights and let them do God's work. Here I'm losing a little bit of units because I'm in the front line. One thing that I want you to know is Iron Reapers are not that tanky. Yes, they look cool, they look very armored and everything, but they die pretty quickly. So I would recommend to use Iron Reapers in blob fights. I'm gonna show you a gameplay after this, another one. In blob fights is better. Solo, not so much. They still perform well even solo, but not the best. Remember, it's a big blob fight meta, big shield meta, always blob fights, so that's why they perform so well. I'm actually impressed how good they perform with these doctrines and with the flare. I expected worst. Here I'm doing a beautiful charging on my own. I save a little bit of mage sergeants. I'm kinda solo here, because my teammates got destroyed, so I'm fighting the Spartans and the Wu Wei. And I succeed to destroy all of them. Literally all of them. Not bad at all. Try to avoid Spartan advance though if you can. For the best. You know, it's just for the best. Spartans don't feel that annoying as they used to be. They're much more balanced right now. So I succeed to clean them up, get a really nice amount of kills, and then we just move forward. Here I picked the ladders because I said I didn't know where to go, and I want to fight with my teammates, so I'm kind of forced to follow my teammates. So if they kind of do something stupid, you're probably gonna do something stupid too. As I said, Iron Reaper solo, it's not the best. It's not worst, you can still get value, but it's not the best idea. Always try to fight with your teammates. So I'm trying to help my ally here as much as I can. We're kind of me and him here, so we're getting surrounded, which kind of sucks, but I went for it anyway. Gonna go in. I already have 90 plus kills. Beautiful. I got like 90 plus kills with Iron Reapers this game. It went really smooth. You do usually get like 40-50 kills per game. Not so bad. Here I'm getting surrounded. And because I don't really have people to tank for me, I don't really succeed the damage. So I get a little bit of kills, and this is pretty much the end of them. 90 plus kills with one unit, especially a very underrated unit. It's really good. It went well. Now, this gameplay was a little bit more satisfying because we had big blob fights. Yes, it's the shield meta and blob fights will happen very often. And I think Iron Reapers do excel at this because a lot of shield units and everything. So I'm putting them into a nice position, do a beautiful charging, always with the flail. Remember that, I don't want to see you charging with a sword. That's completely terrible and you should never do it. putting them in, pressing the second skill, and let them go wild. Second skill is very important because it gives you immune to CC. Practically, they cannot be thrown to the ground or everything like that, and it gives them some nice bonus damage. So be aware of the second skill, okay? Use it correctly, and if you have it on CDR, try not to fight. Here we're doing a little bit of pushes, 55 kills, not bad at all. I did had already 20 plus kills, 23, 24, so count from that. Here I'm pushing, I'm getting kicked in the face by a pretty lady. I love when that happens, when they kick me like that. And I'm getting thrown off. It does happen. It has happened. It's lovely. And then we're just gonna to the fighting. We're gonna go with our teammates. We have our skills up. The third skill is a healing from the Veterancy that I showed you. You can all have it. And then we do a beautiful charging into these stalwarts. Usually you don't want to charge against stalwarts, but Iron Reapers are fine. I'm pressing the second skill and I'm destroying the stalwarts. Because you break shields, you break block because of the flail, and you throw the enemy to the ground. Yes, flail can knock back down enemies, which means you CC them. And that's really huge in big block fights because they stay on the ground and your teammates can clean them up. Or you clean them up. Whatever. Here, giving them a little bit of healing. I love to play longsword. In this meta, it feels really great because you stay into the front line, you provide healing, and it feels nice. Now I'm putting them into nice formation. Here, I'm not engaging. See, I'm waiting for the second skill to be back up. Without the second skill, I wouldn't recommend fighting. Second skill is very important. So I'm sending them in, I got my skills up, I'm pressing it, and I'm getting a nice hero kill. And then I clean up a little bit of units. I do get a little bit to the front line. I'm getting sniped by archers. Archers does kind of hurt you because you don't have a shield, so they can snipe you. Be very aware of that. And then I keep on pushing, get myself another hero kill, and doing God's work. I do lose them, unfortunately, because I was more to the front line. It does happen, but it doesn't matter. I got all the value I wanted. The archers were a bit annoying. Archers and cavalry must be avoided if you can, because you're a very slow unit, you're not gonna catch them, you don't have a shield, so archers can snipe you. So be very aware of that. Archers and cav need to be avoided at all costs, in my opinion. They're good against infantry, but against cav and archers, you're not gonna do so well. But this is pretty much the end. I'm gonna show you the stats. Here, 60 plus kills, 60 kills, 3 hero kills, bunch of assist points. As I said, I always get at least 50 plus kills with them in this meta. They are not bad at all. They're actually very underrated. I know Reapers were pretty weak before, but now they feel so much better. Since I found these doctrines, the veterancy and everything, I had such good games with them. I always succeed to get 40 kills, 50 kills per game really easily. It's a very easy unit, really easy to play, and you buy it with honor points, which means you can get it really quickly. If you're a new player, this is your first tier 5 infantry into the game, because the other golden units that you have to unlock them from the seasonal units, it's gonna take a long time. So this is your first tier 5 infantry unit, and you're gonna love it. I think it's really good. I expected worst performance from them, because they weren't so great for a little bit of time now. However, since shield meta, with full flail, full mid veterancy, with the epic combat doctrine, at least that one, I think you need it, you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna get a lot of kills, and they're pretty easy to play. Big blob fights, they perform extremely well, and they're actually fun to play. Easy, bring a lot of value, and just enjoyable. So I definitely recommend the unit. You're gonna have it anyway, especially if you're a new player, you're gonna have it anyway. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're having a beautiful Sunday, and I see you guys in the next one. Take care.